Midgard, the realm of men, where honor is a shield more precious than any metal. Brynn, clad in leather armor and wielding an axe, stands beside her betrothed, Thorkell. They exchange a fierce, loving look. Thorkell, be careful, my Shieldmaiden. Our vows await you after this sea journey. We swore to return with glory. We swore to survive. But oaths break easier than ribs. Sven, leave your sweet vows on the shore, Brynn. Overseas, only blood and the axe speak the truth. The ocean was our home. Brynn's axe yearned for salt and blood. This time, the expedition targeted a wealthy monastery deep in the lands of Francia. Brynn and Thorkell stand side by side, sharing a heavy hide blanket. Brynn, Sven did something to the supplies. Some of the ships were not provisioned enough. Don't you find that suspicious? Thorkell believed in unity. He always put loyalty first. But Brynn saw the shadow in Sven's eyes, a cold envy waiting for its chance. We storm the monastery. Brynn is on the front line. Everything descends into chaos. The monastery was not as undefended as we thought. We were walking into a trap. Thorkell, it's a trap. We must retreat. Sven, no, the silver. Do not yield. We were pushed back towards the gate. A long spear tore through Thorkell's shield. I rushed forward, but Sven was there. He saw what was coming. Thorkell, Brynn, be careful, they. Thorkell was dead, and the betrayal had begun. Sven, Brynn, run. You ruined the raid. I had to retreat in agony, with Thorkell's body left behind in foreign soil. Upon our return, Sven struck first. He told his story. Sven, she disobeyed orders. She rushed in alone, exposing us. Brynn killed Thorkell with her recklessness. I screamed the truth, about the sabotage supplies, about him watching Thorkell die. Jarl, you have no witnesses, Brynn. Sven's honor is beyond question. Sven's envy was the evidence, but the council demanded blood. Jarl, you are a betrayer. You are branded a Niding. Niding, the ultimate shame. Better to die than carry that name. They took everything. My honor, my name, and my possessions. I kept Thorkell's Mjolnir. It was hidden. Brynn, I swear before Odin and all the gods, I will return with the truth. I will reclaim my honor. Jarl, if you return, we shall see. But if you are caught, you will be executed. I was forced to abandon everything I knew. I became a wanderer, a loner, with no one to stand by me. I was no longer Brynn the Shieldmaiden. I was Brynn the Oathsworn, the one who carries the vow. The Niding's journey began, to find Hreithar, the lost honor. I will not rest until Sven's blood is spilled in the Holmgang. I wandered south, into war-torn lands, where no one cared for honor, only for a sharp axe. The name Niding was an invisible scar, yet it still wounded my honor. My first job was protecting a small settlement from land raiders. They didn't ask my name, only my price. The price is a promise, that if I fall, the tale of my brave death will be told. That night, they came. They weren't warriors, just starved bandits. I killed the leader, quick and merciless, only blood and silver. Silver kept me alive, but it couldn't cleanse my honor. I noticed eyes following me. I wasn't a forgotten Shieldmaiden. I was prey. 2 hunters sent by Sven to silence my oath. They were strong. They were former comrades. But they fought for silver. I fought for vengeance. I defeated them, but a deep wound was left on my arm. Thorkell. Every wound was a reminder that I was still alive, and Sven still breathed. I needed sanctuary, a place where silver couldn't buy loyalty. I heard tales of a reclusive Völva, one who saw the past and the future. I entered. The air was thick with the scent of dry herbs and smoke. Niding, the oath-bearer. You carry death and deceit. I do not carry deceit. I carry the buried truth. I seek counsel. The truth demands a price. What is your gift? The seer touched the bracelet. She closed her eyes. She saw me. I see a serpent. Its tongue is longer than a sword. I see a shattered shield and a broken vow. She recounted details of the raid, things she couldn't have known. She confirmed my fear. How can I prove it? I need evidence. The proof is a fragment of the death. It rests where the ship met the earth, and the earth meets the sea. She looked at the Mjolnir I wore. You do not fight alone.
That way.
You need one who sings of glory. Otherwise, victory will be forgotten. A singer, a skald, one who could turn my deeds into a saga. I left the seer, carrying prophecy and a new purpose. But I was not the only one listening to the seer's whisper. Sven had sent more hunters. He knew I was seeking allies. I was ready for the next fight. For now, I fought not just to survive, but to prove a prophecy. I returned to the lands of Francia, where my oath was stained with blood, and Thorkell fell. The Völva's prophecy led me to where the ship met the earth, where the earth meets the sea. The burned remains of the longship were still there, a cold reminder of the failure. The proof wasn't on the sand, it was in what they tried to conceal. I dug where Sven had set up his command post. I found it, wrapped in an oilskin rag, an item that didn't belong to a Viking warrior. The abbot's ring. Sven didn't plunder. He negotiated. But a ring wasn't enough to challenge the Jarl's authority. I needed a singer. The prophecy spoke of a lost skald, wandering aimlessly. I found him, young, thin, sitting in a corner, his small lie, harp, resting in its case. Are you Hrolf, the skald? Hrolf. I am merely a teller of tales. The great stories are dead. I bring a living saga, one of betrayal, death, and honor. Sing of the deeds I am about to perform. In doing so, I will cleanse the name Niding. But if you fail, my honor will be ruined with yours. I do not fail. I win, or I die a Viking warrior. Hrolf. Agreed. I will be your shadow. Every deed shall be recorded. A Niding, a skald. We were an odd pair. We headed back near my settlement, where Sven's power began to spread. To weaken Sven, I had to cut off his funding. The plan was a quick raid to seize the silver. Remember, Brynn, every action will be sung. Fight as if Odin is watching. I charged the outpost. My speed was my best weapon. Brynn the Oathsworn moved like the wind. The fight didn't last. The silver was ours. Whispering, writing, the Niding reclaimed what was lost. The victory stung Sven, but he was still too powerful. I needed a witness, someone who saw Sven's betrayal at the monastery. Hrolf. Rumors speak of one surviving warrior, wounded, hiding in the forests. We knew what we had to do, back on the dangerous path, seeking the final truth. I needed the face of truth, someone who could stand with me before the Jarl. Sven had sent trackers. This time, they looked more professional. Hrolf. They are close. You must move faster. I had to divert them. 3 hunters. 3 men bought by Sven's silver. She fought not for silver, but for stolen honor. We escaped, but I had sent a message to Sven. Tell your master, I am coming. The saga of Brynn, the Oathsworn, had begun, even if the world called her Niding. The oath was intact, and my next objective awaited.
Hrolf knew the wounded warrior's name was Torstein. He was a hunter, always wary of the shadows. Brynn, he witnessed it. He saw what Sven did. He is the key. Brynn called Torstein's name, setting her axe down, exposing her wounded arm as a sign of trust. Torstein, hoarse voice. Niding, have you come to finish Sven's work? Brynn, I have come to bring the truth home. Thorkell died because of Sven's betrayal. Torstein, I know. I saw it. He stood still as the spears pierced him. Brynn, you have hidden for too long. Tell your tale. Let Thorkell rest. Torstein, that ring, Sven took it. A transaction. He sold our blood for silver. Brynn, you can testify for me. With this evidence, we can call a holmgang. Hrolf, I will record your oath. Every word will be etched into the saga.
I stole the silver.
Torstein, but the council won't believe me. I am a deserter. Brynn, we will compel them to believe we have physical proof and a Skald to tell the truth. Torstein finally agreed. He accepted the new vow.
I swear this oath to you.
Hrolf, 3 people, a Niding, a Skald, and a deserter, all outcasts. We knew Sven wouldn't remain idle. He would strike as soon as he perceived the threat. Sven, Brynn must die, and the Skald must be silenced. Don't bring her back, bring her head. We took refuge in a cold cave so Torstein could recover. Torstein, the Jarl will believe Sven. He has influence.
Torstein,
he has silver.
What troubles you?
Brynn, the Jarl believes in honor. We will bring it to him. Proof, testimony, and the vow. Hrolf saw Brynn's transformation. She sought not just vengeance, but the god's justice. Hrolf began to recite Brynn's saga. He sang verses about Thorkell and the betrayal. Brynn, his music was the first public accusation against Sven. We needed to move back to the Viking settlement, to face the Jarl.
My leg.
Brynn, the time has come. We will take the most dangerous path. Torstein, I was afraid, but I feared injustice more than death. Sven's 2 trackers finally caught up. They were hardened warriors. As Sven's man, Sven says, Niding die quietly. Brynn, I die as a warrior, not as a coward. Hrolf, shouting, playing the lie. Recite it, Sven's betrayal. Torstein's presence helped Brynn. He threw stones, creating a diversion. Brynn, we were not an army. We were an oath. Brynn was victorious. The 2 hunters were down. Hrolf, the truth won, at least today. We found a letter on one of Sven's men, an official order from him. Brynn, more proof. In order to assassinate a Niding and a Skald. Torstein, now he will know we are coming. He will prepare. Brynn, let him prepare. Holmgang requires a brave challenger. Hrolf knew this was his moment. The saga would be completed in the Jarl's hall. We approached the main gate, the 3 of us. A Niding, a Skald, and a witness. Brynn, the game was over. It was time to bring the truth home. We stood before the village gates. This settlement was my home, yet now it was the fortress of my enemy. Torstein, they know we are coming. They are ready. Brynn, let them look. It is time to bring our saga into the hall. The guards opened the gate. The appearance of the Niding and her companions caused great commotion. Scene arrival, the shocking return. Brynn, they called me Niding. Now they saw an unbroken warrior. Sven appeared at the hall entrance. He looked furious and afraid. Scene Skald's tale. Skald begins the saga. Hrolf, listen, Vikings. The saga of Brynn's the Oathsworn has begun. He sang of the lies of the one who brought back bribes, not glory. Scene Jarl confrontation. Brynn presents evidence. Jarl, you returned as Niding. You have no right to speak. Brynn, I bring my evidence. The abbot's seal ring, who paid Sven to betray the Viking crew. Sven, lies, it's plunder. The Niding stole it. Brynn, then ask my witness. Torstein, who saw Thorkell's death and Sven's cowardice. Torstein. He stood still. He did not act. He sold our blood for silver. Jarl. To Sven. What is your defense? Sven. Fabricated proof. The witness is a deserter. The Niding is a liar. Jarl. Indirect evidence. A deserter's testimony. The council is hesitant. Scene Holmgang challenge. Brynn formally challenges. Brynn. Then there is only one way for the gods to judge. Holmgang. Brynn. Holmgang. The right of challenge. A legal duel to decide the gods' justice. Sven. Loud laughter. I accept. A skinny Niding challenges me. I will crush her. Jarl. It is decided. Tomorrow at dawn. At the Field of Honor. Scene Holmgang preparation. Tension and council. Hrolf. My harp has sung the truth. Now you must prove it. Brynn. I don't fight with Sven's strength. I fight with Thorkell's rage. Torstein. He is strong. He fights like a bull. Be faster than him. An old woman appears outside the tent. It is the Seer, Völva, from the deep woods. You have kept your oath, Niding, but his death must be paid for. You may kill him, but your honor returns only when he dies by cowardice. Brynn, I understand. He shall fall not as a warrior, but as a Niding. Brynn, this duel was to prove that even my enemy's death must fit his crime. The night wore on, the calm before the storm. Dawn, the hour of the god's judgment. Sven stepped out. He was clad in shining armor, confident. Brynn entered. Her armor was patched, but she carried Mjolnir in her axe. Jarl, let the gods judge. Holmgang. The Holmgang field was defined by stones. Between them, only the gods judged. Scene Holmgang set up. Crowd ritual. Sven sneered, displaying his strength and arrogance. Brynn spoke no words. She only held Thorkell's Mjolnir. Jarl. The duel will not stop until there is confession or death. Scene the duel. Climax action ferocious. Brynn. He was brute force. I was speed and rage. Sven tried to crush Brynn. He taunted Thorkell's memory. Brynn regained her balance, remembering the Seer's counsel. She must fight with his cowardice. Brynn attacked Sven's old injury, forcing him to retreat. Hrolf. She sought not death. She sought the truth. Brynn used the butt of her axe to strike Sven's hand, forcing him to drop his sword. Scene truth revealed. Sven defeated.
No.
Brynn. You sold Thorkell for silver. You stood still and let him die. Sven. Sobbing, trembling. Yes, I was jealous. I hated how Thorkell was always better than me. Hrolf. His confession was etched into the wind and into the heart of every warrior. Brynn. You do not die as a warrior. You die as a Niding. Jarl shouts, Brynn, stop! Scene honor declared. Jarl pronounces innocent. Torstein. He confessed. He confessed. Jarl raises hand. Hear me, people. Brynn is innocent. Her challenge was just. RL. Her Niding title is removed. Her Hreithar honor is restored. Hrolf. The saga was finished. The truth was restored by blood and axe. Brynn, the Oathkeeper, looks to the future. The Jarl wanted Brynn to stay. He offered her a place among the Jarl's men. Brynn. My oath is kept. This place is home, but it is no longer where I belong. Brynn. I was Brynn, the Oathsworn, no longer just a chief's warrior, but my own. Brynn, Mjolnir on her neck, walks away. Her journey continues.